swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give on the inside. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
No, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long. Gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And how nice nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quick pass on the fly motion. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Firing to the right, complete. Gives him the big stiff arm. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football.
Oh, they blocked it. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the gun, the running back has it. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Finds his man. It's Young. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lloyd. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lloyd. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. On the move, it's Young. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Here's the handoff. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for room. It's Young. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really nice run there. Listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfectly.
He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
How about the defense on this play? The quarterback bootlegs to the right. And look at everybody do a great job. They don't get caught up in the run. They all chase sideline to sideline and really limit the damage on what could have been a really big play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He's going to let it go. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off-play action on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
To the air, it's Russell. That's caught. It's Pringle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking. but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Going to try to get it himself. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Finding an escape route. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Russell. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Plenty of time to work. Well, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Russell. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. On the option. Now the toss. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Interesting play call for this offense, man. A slow developing screen on a 3rd and short when a defense is a little bit aggressive, and it doesn't work. And it's easy to question after the fact, obviously, right, guys? Like, it didn't work, but I don't love that play call when I know a defense will be really aggressive on 3rd and short.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They'll immediately call timeout. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead, built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lloyd. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. One more snap coming before halftime. On the direct snap, it's Williams. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action,
Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it at the 20. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Got it, looking for the first down. Touchdown time! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Stanford is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Cardinal on the scoreboard. They're up by 24 over Iowa State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. Pushes ahead. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on third and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. He might want another play. Bringing the heat. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we've talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning...
He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Young. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Turning it on! Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. grabbed in the backfield. It's Hardy. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. In their own territory, they'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. On the move. Shows him the stiff arm. He's all the way out to the 17 before going out of bounds, and that's just what you want from a running game in this part of the field.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll toss it to the left. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front, winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
With the catch, it's Hale. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
This is a designed run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And here's the third interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that. And they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Quickly complete. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. I think they keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it was so important for the offense.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They got the touchdown they needed, now trailing by a field goal. They'll back out there. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the tight end. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. To the air, it's Russell. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
White 94 slider choice. White 94 slider cut.
Give to the back. Got enough space. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He gets it into the end zone, and he gets the two. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. The Hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. One possession game, makes the grab, into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes with the return. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open. It's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the two-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your two-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a two-point try to tie the game. He is in there, and he's gotten the two, and we are all tied. set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. Hits it up for the 1st down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no. He's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Floating away. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And